Spalding gonna sink himself today. Barebones Radio Broadcasting. You know how broadcasters can get him fanny in trouble. Well, I am very considerate. I will remind you of that. Right off. That is certainly my intent. Far more than some of these people. Now, well, I don't judge people's intent. Far though I don't know anything about people's intent. I want to remind you of something about shooting unarmed people. Unarmed people can be very, very killer. In fact, they can be mauling and maiming and not killer. They can be very reckless with their unarmed abilities. Keep that well in mind. Because you're unarmed, you're still extremely dangerous. Mm-hmm. So, that's why people arm. Because they're afraid of unarmed people. That's why unarmed people get it. Again and again. You know how many unarmed tragedies take place? They're not hardly reported. That's accepted. Well, I did it unarmed. I think the ones that just keep people maimed and hurt and scared to death in the corners do more damage than any of it. It's all done unarmed. Grabbing the throat, or grabbing the arm, or grabbing you. Unarmed. Vicious. The effect is humanity's hiding under the stairway. From what? They don't know. And they ain't coming out from underneath that stairway. Humanity, for a long time. Afraid of unarmed. So don't bring up unarmed like, oh, that's the sacred position, and armed is the vicious one. B.S. Before armed was armed, it was unarmed, horrified. Got it? Real clear. Unarmed. That's part of the problem. I didn't say that justifies anything going on wherever it went. It doesn't. I'm not giving anything justification. I'm setting up the situation that sets up these potentials and priorities and probabilities and possibilities, and boom! Because it's an accident waiting to happen. Unarmed. With anger and violence and hurting. And a picture in their head that's full of baloney. Boom! And armed don't mean much in it. At all. Does it? Your greatest unarmed attack is refusing to help somebody calling out for help, and you ignore them. And they know you hear them, but you won't come. I'll find your maker for that. I'll find the inventor of this someday for that, and you won't like me. Every one of them that knew you could come and wouldn't. I'll find you. You're part of your maker's dream. I'll eat you. Ready? Yum yum, eat 'em up. Darn you, Uncle George. It's your fault. You know that. You put that Uncle George crap in me. And what are they going to think of that? But, ladies and gentlemen, whole thing is Puka's idea, and I'm between Puka and Big Brother, and the plant might. Everything going on is, I'm a puppet. Can you see the strings? You see them? Now just work with the Puka and Big Brother and leave me out of it. Because I have no control over what's going on. I don't. Aha. I told Puka I'm telling. Yep. I am. Trying to think of the name of this movie. My Fellow Americans. You know that movie? I'm telling we're presidents, they'll believe us. I'm telling I'm Norman, you'll believe me. Puka's mess with you, and Big Brothers and cameras and Google surveillances and stuff. And chips. And Oh, I'm waiting for my ride. Chips installed. Behind your ears. Captain Kirk, they're in my ears. Remember, Kirchhoff. Wow, the brain is a dork. I'm out of this. My medication is supposed to come after 3 days today, and he has to leave early. A lot of things to do. But he'll stash it outside for me, and we'll catch up with each other later. Great supplier. Poor guy is trapped with idiotic things going on in shipping and back ordering something that sells hotter than firecrackers. How can you run out in manufacturing something in demand? How? Can you know, every time a sale fails, I wonder why they don't. I know myself, I was in that position and I knew there was more demand than I was able to deliver. I'd feel every one of those. Sorry. No, they're not here yet. No. Back ordered. Oh. Can you imagine the screw? They'd be going, oh, man, that'd be pits. Man, to miss a sale. Yo! Glad I didn't do that for business. No way. Well, I did something else, and I'm glad. I'm a mechanic. And well, when you understand mechanics and you understand the market, you wonder, what in Sam? Hell! What if everybody in marketing had to be a mechanic first? Then you could go into marketing. It was against the law to go into marketing unless you knew how to tear a transmission apart and put it back together. Blindfolded. Yeah. No, we go to marketing college. But first you got to do that, then you can start school in marketing. What would happen, you think? Well, one thing, the teacher would have to change the whole program. That's for sure. Not going to sell that any idea anymore. Especially if humans understand how humans live and think and reach out and grab and don't so on. You ain't going to push that crap down their throat then, are ya? Psychology of marketing. That ain't working. Is it? The psychology of marketing. That ain't working. Is it? You know I say that? Looks like the red rear end of Yosemite Sam. Saying when I say whoa, I mean whoa. And in this case, you say when I say go, I mean go. Redder than Yosemite Sam's beard. With a greater ton of ice. When I say go, I mean go. Something like that. Already? Huh? That's why I say that. And it's international. That's also why I say it. It ain't a local certificate. That's the big reason I say it. Every farthing gets paid. Want a bat? No forgiveness. Sorry. She'll tell you what, Mother Nature doesn't have grudge, so she doesn't need to forgive. She just collects. So collect. No forgiveness. No grudge. Collecting. Want a bat? Would you like to put some? Well, the money's no good. I don't know where. How about? I'll put up Glee. What do you got to put up? And I know I'll win, so I ain't worried about losing it. And if you have something like Glee, that's all right. We both laugh. So it's a win-win deal. As far as I know. What are you going to put up? I'm going to put up Glee. What do you got backing you? I got Glee. What do you got backing you? I got chips over there. Let's play poker.